going out and talking to the focus groups, I think it's just brilliant because often decisions are made for us, not in consultation with us.
Absolutely, not with us, it's for us, isn't it?
Us women haven't been asked before.
Yeah. Women have have been silent or haven't been perhaps considered as being able to have a voice, older women. And I think that that's an abomination, but I also think that that is the way society perhaps has felt. I think it hopefully is changing.
I think it is, because I know when I've done groups for mums years ago, the good mother should thing. I know mum, and she's been dead for several years, she used to put on a clean apron and lippy before Dad came home because everything's fine. And I think there's possibly a carryover, as much as we're free and all this sort of stuff, and this I think is coming out in the groups. We still do what a good person should do, and rather than what we feel in here.
Absolutely, and because we're both like that. Yeah, absolutely. We're everything's fine, and yet behind closed doors, it's probably not fine. But the other that came in the focus group, I thought was really interesting, is women just put up with it. That came time and time and time again. And I thought that is so true. In so many ways, women just put up with it. I've got pain all day today, but I've also got some chores that I need to do. And I'm going to just put the pain aside in my head.
Because a good mother would, or a good woman would.
A good woman would. This house has to be clean, so I'm going to clean it even though I'm aching and I could cry with the pain. And that's
where I think having these focus groups, we're giving women a chance to actually ask them how they are, as opposed to what they should be like.
Absolutely, making that assumption that someone else who is not walking a mile in our shoes, but that's how they think we should be responding and how we should be living our lives. And we think, how do you know? How do you know who we are and what we are if you don't ask us? And so that's the most fantastic thing about the focus groups, and hopefully, and WEN, that's what WEN's all about, isn't it? To me, and that's why I love being part of WEN. It's a privilege because it's actually giving women a voice.
Yes.
And just spending time with women, and even if women don't know they want to have a voice, if you allow that opportunity, out it all comes, and it's fantastic.
We're just looking at the things that have come out of the focus group, some of the things you think, my gosh, that just came as a real surprise.
Absolutely, out of left field. Yeah. That's the thing, and I think WEN has even been, we've all been surprised at the breadth and the depth of issues that have come out that perhaps aren't our issues as women over 65. They might not be ours yet, or they may never be. But when really knowing what came out in the focus group, I suspect they will. And so even hearing that has been really helpful, I think, for me, to see, okay, that could be me next week.